Hello out there in crypto world. Michael Thomas here, Wild About Cryptos, Wild Cryptos Live, Wild Cryptos for all cryptocurrencies today, and TBC. Thank you for coming or watching my broadcast. I hope you enjoyed today. There's a lot of information to cover. We have a lot going on in the world when it comes to cryptocurrencies. So today's not going to be just about TBC. Today's going to be, I'm going to go through some things about other cryptos so you can compare the difference between, say, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and TBC. Um, so if you're watching this broadcast and you want more information on where I post daily articles and updates on what's going on in the cryptocurrency world, where I update TBC information, you can go to my Facebook at facebook.com/Wild Cryptos. And that's where you'll see a lot of posts and updates on the different cryptocurrencies that I study and research. So, also, you can follow me and like me on my Facebook account and on my YouTube channel at Michael Thomas. I want to thank you all for viewing this. Again, if you want to come in and chat with me on my live broadcast, please open a channel through YouTube. That way you can come in and you can chat with me and answer questions and so on and so forth. Also, in order to do that, you have to open a channel. They're free. YouTube allows you to do it for free. Doesn't cost you anything. And for all of you that want to come in, please do that and chat. Please do that. So a lot going on in the world. I mean, I've been getting articles for the last couple of days about the four letter agencies that are looking at doing regulation. I just got an article I haven't posted yet about the CFTC is regulating Bitcoin savings accounts. From what I understand, when Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies were started, they weren't going to use third-party government agencies to regulate or control the cryptocurrency markets. Yet it looks like that's what Bitcoin is doing, and they're doing it through exchange sites like Coinbase, Gemini, and Exodus, and all these other exchanges out there. Now, there's a lot of danger out there because cryptocurrencies are so new and they're not regulated. Anybody can go out there and just scam you. And that's some of the articles I'm going to go through today, because there's a lot of scams going out there. And the funny thing is the Federal Reserve, the federal government, put out a ICO site as a fake ICO site to help teach people the dangers of ICOs and how to tell between fraud and good ICO. So that's interesting. We also have articles from JP Morgan. JP Morgan is now, they're investigating, or they're researching Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Well, of course they are. They've been doing that for a while. But this all comes down to the CFTC regulation, the banking regulations. They want to get their hands into it. I mean, they're talking, before any of this big money really wants to get into this, they want to make sure there's some regulation so they don't lose their money like the Mt. Gox deal or some of these other ICOs that came in and, they made millions off of the ICOs and then they just disappeared. So I'm going to go to share some screens here and we'll go through some of this stuff that we're looking at. Let's see, here we go. Share this screen and let's go back to that one. But let's go to this one here. So here's an interesting article that came out. The US government launches a scam crypto site. Why would they do this? My question is why would they do this? Well, for one, they're trying to figure out regulation. I mean, right here, regulation, big word, regulation. They want to regulate it. They want to put some regulations on it for protection for the buyers. I don't think that's a bad thing, but the whole point about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and these were supposed to be peer-to-peer systems for exchange that we're not going to allow the three-letter government agencies, four-letter government agencies to come in and start regulating and controlling it. But because of all the scams with the ICOs, because of all the different scams out there and the people that have collected all this money from ICOs and then disappeared, they're going to teach people the do's and don'ts when it comes to these ICOs. So let me read here a little bit. In an effort to get ahead of the next round of scams, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) created and published its own version of an initial coin offering ICO scam website. It's rather innovative way to approaching investor education in the brave new world of cryptocurrency. Well, most people don't understand cryptocurrencies, let alone an ICO. So that might be a good thing that they do this, because it will help teach people, the do's and don'ts and what to look for in these scams. And the internet is big on new scams coming out every day. You got your phone scams, you got your mail scams, we got internet scams, we got cryptocurrency scams. So, it might be a good thing that they did this, but also I think it's also a trap on the point of that it's just going to take away the freedom of exchange, mostly. But we got to be aware that most ICOs are a scam. I don't touch ICOs. I don't touch them because of all the scams that I read about. I got involved in one back probably about a year and a half ago. I lost, 3 or 4 Bitcoin in it, which at the time was probably $3,000 or $4,000. But I mean, you're talking the more that cryptocurrencies rise in value and are used on a daily basis, you're going to see a lot more huge losses if people don't know what they're doing or looking for. So it's best to do your research on an ICO. It's best to do your research even on any cryptocurrency you're going to get involved in. Do your due diligence, do your studies. Might take you a little bit, but you'd be better off, if you did your study before you bought in. Combining the two most growth-oriented segments of digital economy, the MockSec website reads blockchain technology and travel, Honeycow and all this. Honeycow column needs Honeycoin is the newest and only coin offering that captures the magic of coin trading profits and the excitement of guaranteed returns of travel industry. Honeycoins will partner with all segments of the travel industry, air, hotel, car rental, luxury segments, earning coins you can trade for profit instead of points. So that's that's part of their white paper right there. In reality, a novel idea, SEC Chairman Jay Clayman explained the rapid growth of the ICO markets and widespread promotions as a new investment opportunity has provided fertile ground for bad actors to advantage of the Main Street investors. We embrace new technologies, but we also want investors to see what fraud looks like. So we built an educational site with many of the classic warning signs of fraud. Distributed ledger technology can add efficiency in capital raising process, but promoters and issuers need to make sure they follow securities laws. I encourage investors to do their due diligence and ask questions. So, they put this together as a learning tool for those that are looking at ICOs. It covers a lot of it. This article is on my Facebook site. You should really go and read it all. It has a lot of really good information, and it's very, very interesting on what they say and why they put it together. But this is all part of the step for regulation. They're learning too by what people do, ask questions, about regulation and everything. And they're going to pull some regulations out, I think, from this and what they learned from this site. Okay, so a new study for those of you that are miners that go out and mine cryptocurrency or interested in mining cryptocurrency, understand that the equipment or the hardware that you need is very, very it's expensive, and it's energy. It's an energy eater. Okay, you're converting energy into cryptocurrency, basically by the blockchain. It records, and it helps manage the blockchain transactions, and it manages the ledger. Okay, that's what the hardware does. So the Bitcoin network is run by managed computers that maintain the shared transaction ledger called the blockchain. A new study estimates that the process consumes at least 2.6 gigawatt of power, almost as much electric power as Ireland consumes. This figure could rise to 7.7 gigawatt before the end of 2018, accounting for almost 0.5% of the world's electricity consumption. The one thing that I'm looking into is clean energy that would be able to run, how much clean energy we would need to run a sufficient mining farm. And what would be the benefit? There are a lot of other cryptocurrency miners out there, companies out there that are doing the same thing. They're looking at other ways to use energy, clean energy, to power their mining farms, because these are energy eaters. I mean, they eat a lot of energy. One machine, one Bitmain machine, on a 1200 watt power supply, the APs that they use, I mean, they consume probably about $100 a month in energy costs. So, I mean, to really look at putting a good mining system together, you're going to have to do some research on the energy costs, see if it's efficient to do that. These guys have millions and millions and millions of dollars in these mining farms, and they're just eating up energy like crazy. So you need to do your research before you do this, see if it's even cost effective for you to do it. Now, there's all kinds of mining rigs. There's the puppy miners, that do anywhere between 17 hash seconds per hour to the 15 gigahash, through the 2 secs. I mean, and then you get the Bitmain miners, and then you got the Canon miners. They're all competitive in the Asian China market for miners. Those are a couple places you can go look at to get the specs if you're looking at becoming a miner. So let's see what we got here. Let's look at the coin market here. So Bitcoin's up a little bit today. We got a lot of green going on. It's been up and down. It looks like we haven't hit that point. Everyone's waiting for the rise in the cryptos, and they've been kind of steady for the last few months. After the Mt. Gox fiasco and the sell-off, looks like we've had a few sell-offs here and there to keep it kind of regular. A lot of FUD coming out, about the different currencies and what's going on. So there's a lot of interesting news. Here's another one. Texas shuts down ICO that used fake Jennifer Aniston endorsement. I mean, so you got to be really careful with these ICOs, guys. I'm not an ICO fan, just not. The regulations are going to be coming out. I mean, we got countries that are investigating. Here's another one. Blockchain, Bitcoin, legislative blockchain, and cryptocurrency important issue will be discussed at Blockchain Bitcoin conference in Finland. This is all about regulating. The government's regulating the currencies. Here's a couple things from Big Swear that I posted. Bitcoin or Vitasium. He really likes Vitasium. He's not really a Bitcoin fan, more of a Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin fan. Cryptopia. Then we got some things on gold and silver in here. We have things on Ethereum, the futures, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different things going on here about what is going on in the world with the regulations and ICOs. I mean, the ICO, it seems like every time we get a good ICO, I hear about a good ICO, I hear another one that it's just a scam. Let me look at BitConnect and then you got the Mount Gox deal. Then you got, a couple others out there that lately that are just not too sure. EOS is I don't know. EOS to me is you're going to buy into something, but you own nothing. That to me is a big scam. I wouldn't touch EOS with a 10-foot pole. Same with Ripple. Ripple to me is a bank derivative that they're using to kind of capture cryptos and stuff. So, and then here's the thing on crypto wallets, top 4 hardware crypto wallets. Guys, if you are going to be, and I say this, if you're going to be in cryptos and you don't have a hardware wallet, you're asking to lose your currency. Don't keep them in these exchanges. If you're going to buy cryptos, get yourself a hardware wallet. Trezor, Ledger, Kika, Currency, you name it. I mean, there's a few of them out there that are just really good. Paper wallets are excellent. I don't have any paper wallets. I have all mine on hardware wallets, and I'm just very, very cautious about even leaving any of my currencies in exchanges now, especially with what's going on with I see what's going on with these exchanges on closing, and people have lost all their cryptos through it. So when it comes to cryptocurrency wallets, the Naga wallet is undoubtedly the best, thanks to the ability to drastically simplify all that which makes cryptocurrency storage and trading complicated. I haven't looked into the Naga wallet yet. I'm gonna have to do that and see what the difference is on the Ledger and the Trezor. Supports over 1,200 different cryptocurrencies. That's good. Crucially, supports crypto to email transactions, effectively eliminating the need for complicated private keys. Naga wallet users are able to both send and receive cryptocurrencies by just using a registered email address. That's good. That seems to be interesting right there. Good information there. Coinbase. I don't know if I like Coinbase. It looks like these are not hardware wallets. These seem to be exchange wallets. My Ether wallet might be. All right, guys. So there's what we got to come to on what's going on in the world of cryptos. I'll talk to you a little bit here before we go on. So there is some information that came out. Let's talk about TBC. They started the migration this last week. They opened it up after the first 25 that they tested. It all went well. So they opened it up to everybody else. There was no limit, but it looks like they got overloaded on the amount of wallets and the migrations that were happening. So what they did is they cut it off again for at least 3 days so that they could catch up on the migration for those that wanted to move over to the new coin server. So with that, there is a few things you need to know. Hang on, guys. My phone is ringing. Turn it down. So with that being said, let's take a look at the Kringle Cash back office. Guys, we have 135 days left, okay, to get new members in and give them the free 25,000 Kringle Cash. All right, and 135 days left. That's something that we all should be pushing for. On the migration, it looks like it got, so they're not accepting any more migrations right now because they're going to be catching up. And there was my maintenance is underway, and they need 3 days to catch up on the current migration requests, okay? Because they got overloaded, and it looks like they're probably going to fix some issues, and you should receive an email when, if you've done the process of the migration, you should receive an email saying that you are complete. Okay, that's the information that I received. Also, your old wallet, once it changes, you will go to your new wallet, okay, which is not TBC 004 anymore. It will be TBC 009. Okay, so just remember that your new wallet's going to be at the Kringle.cash TBC 009 or at tbc009.net. Let's see. So what's today's value? Let's take a look at today's value for TBC today. We'll take a look at it in the US because that's where I'm at, is in the US. We'll go 1 TBC. 8,228,199. We have 3,198,521 new members. Okay. Want to know euro, what it is usually is based on gold, but they also value to see how far that is. You take this and divide it by 2. I think it's like 2.23. You get whatever the gold value is today because it's pegged to gold now. So I'm not sure what the gold value because I haven't checked that. 6,970,097 divided by 2.23. And I got 3,125,000. I'll just go 2.2, 3,168,225. So we're pretty close, to what the value is when it comes to the euro. USD, I'm not sure if you divide that by 2. Remember, USD, we get like four times or 3 times the value of what euro is. So that's something to think of. So, I mean, you can come in the calculator and check it every day. All right. Also, remember that if you haven't got your send button turned on, go and log in, get your login, register, log in, and go through the send button terms and agree to the terms and follow the rules to get your send button turned on. And you can be able to start selling your TBC to members that sign up or to use it to purchase things in your area. Let's see. So we've gone the wallet, we've gone this wallet here, they're under maintenance. Let me go back here. Let's refresh this. So we're still, we're still on catch-up mode. How many members? I want to see how many members are in Nigeria today because Nigeria was growing leaps and bounds when it came to their new members. And same with the US. We were getting 2,000 to 3,000 a day. So let's see where we are. 389. So it grew a little bit. US 69. Yeah, we were at 68 day before yesterday. Now we're at 69. So we grew a little bit more in membership. So guys, the whole point about TBC is that it's a peer-to-peer coin, community coin. It is a world, cryptocurrency that we're trying to get out to the world. We need 1 billion members, and we need everybody to be actively promoting TBC that has TBC because we need to get it out to the world, and we're trying to remove poverty from the world. Our goal is 1 billion members. How long that's going to take? Well, that all depends on how many active members we have that are promoting TBC and they're actually getting it out to the world. And then actually, most people are unaware and we're so new. Okay. So Bitcoin, Litecoin, the other cryptocurrencies have been around since 2008. Bitcoin was the first one. And it's growing. It's been doing really well. I mean, if you look at the markets where they were 2 years ago, and what the value of cryptocurrency was 2 years ago, you would see that, you could buy a Bitcoin for like maybe a couple $100. And let me go there and I'm going to show you this so you understand. So if I go to Bitcoin, it started back in 2008 when they promoted Bitcoin for the first time. It was going for like .00, a tenth of a cent when they started mining it. So way back here, way back here on May 7, 2013. See, it doesn't go all the way back. I mean, let's go back to 2013. Let's see, today's May 17th. So let's go back here to May 17th, 2013. And it was $123.10. So this thing, if you bought 10 Bitcoin and you held them, you hodled them, okay, and you turned around, and during the big climb last year, from April to, because this is where it started right here, all right, right around December. Yeah, see, it started climbing June, July. I mean, it started slowly climbing, right? And then right here, right around May 17, 2017, right, it just took off. Look at this. It just started climbing, okay? I mean, it went all the way to 19,535 on the high point. And then we had the Mt. Gox sell-offs. We had this. This is what manipulation does. They go in, they run it up really, really high. They get everything they want, and then they sell off. Big sell-offs right here. Okay, went from 19 to 15, and it went from 15 to 7. Then it went, then we had a little climb back. And then it went down again, more sell-off, more manipulation. And then this year, 9,811 on May 4th. And now we are here May 17th, and it's 836. So this is the manipulation that goes on with Bitcoin and the sell-off. So this is the problem with the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, because they're a market cap and because they are manipulated. They can be manipulated really easy because it all determines on the amount of volume of coins that are in circulation. Right now, they're at 17 million. Is that the true circulation? Well, according to the market cap, it is, but the max coin is going to be 21 million. So they're only, they're less than 4 million away to hit that total Bitcoin that's supposed to be in circulation. As it starts climbing here, and it gets to like 18 million, 19 million, you're going to see the value go way up, way up. Okay. So probably by 2022, 2024, they're talking that they'll have a total circulation of the Bitcoin in the market. Okay. So, I mean, a lot of these other coins are following off Bitcoin because whatever Bitcoin does, these other coins follow, okay, on the market. All right. Because they're so heavily manipulated. Well, see, that's the difference from TBC, okay, to what the regular coins are, what the regular cryptocurrencies are. I say regular, or the market cap cryptocurrencies, is that they're so regulated. The CTFC is getting involved, the SEC's getting involved. Now the bankers are getting involved. The Federal Reserve, the IRS. Every state out there. I mean, they're talking. They're going to want some serious regulation here in the United States on the cryptocurrencies. How they want it, and you're going to see it in other countries too. I mean, they're going to want some serious regulation because they want to get their hands in the pot. Well, the difference between TBC and these other currencies, these other cryptocurrencies, is that the people are the governing base behind the currency, not the third-party entities out there like the Fed, the IRS, the governments. Okay, that's what we're trying to get away from here. That's what we're trying to stop here, is to get these government ruling parties out there, the elite, into our pockets all the time and robbing us. Taxation is robbery, and overregulation is robbery. Okay, it robs the people of their true freedoms that they need in order to survive and to be wealthy and and prosperous in the world. So do your research on the cryptocurrency. I mean, I'm involved in these cryptocurrencies. I have 5 or 6 or 7 that I am involved in. I mine them, and I bought them, I purchased them, and I hold them. And there's a reason why I hold them, because what's going on in the world today with finances, what's going on in the world today with the economies, what's going on in the world today in commerce, what's going on in the world today with government regulations and the robbery that's going on from the people in the world. It's disgusting, and people are tired of it. And what you're going to see is you see all this over regulation and all this over taxation and all this over manipulation and everything. It's going to crash the economy that's going on right now. I mean, that's what I believe, and that's my opinion. But will it happen? Well, we don't know. But there's $60 trillion worth of derivatives worldwide sitting at the Deutsche Bank that they don't know what to do with. They've been sold and oversold and oversold and oversold. Something has to happen. There's got to be something that stops that from happening. Okay. Well, if that economy crashes, okay, that old debt economy that has been put in place over us, okay, the death economy, I'm going to call it. Once that Deutsche Bank cashes in those derivatives and calls in those derivatives or can't call them in, okay, then that economy, that currency or financial economy is going to crash, and it's worldwide. Okay, it's not just one country, it's every bank in the world. So we need something to protect ourselves, that if that does happen, we have another way of bartering and doing our daily purchases of our eggs, our milk, our foods, or so on and so forth. Okay, and that's just one aspect of it. That's not even the whole aspect of it. That's just one aspect of it. So TBC to me is that saving grace, or that saving economy that we're building worldwide, to where not everyone's going to be hurting and we can help others in the process. And that is by introducing the TBC. Okay. Now, some people don't have computers. Some people don't have smartphones. Some people don't even understand what cryptocurrencies are. But that's where we come in. Okay. We can help others get on the right track, all right, by teaching them a little bit of information on finances. You don't get taught this in school, guys. They do not teach you this stuff in school, okay? Not even at a college grade, bachelor, doctorate. They don't teach you this stuff in finance, okay? They teach you the death slave system is what they teach you, and it's barely it's to me it's total bogus what the education system has done, to our system and to our countries. Guys, I just want you to be aware that things are coming and change. Be patient. Admin and support are doing the best they can with what they've got. It's a big task, with over 3 million members that are needed to be migrated over. And those that have not paid your back office, I mean, that want to stay involved in this, please pay your back office. That's going to get you locked in, and it's going to save your account for when they do for the rest of those that didn't migrate over or didn't pay their back office. They're probably going to drop. So we're probably going to get a change in membership here, our values and membership here pretty soon, once this migration is over. We have 90 days to migrate, so there's no hurry. Okay. Also, make sure that before you migrate and you have cookie rewards, that you redeem them. All right. That's very important that you redeem them. Get them put into your wallet before you migrate. Okay. So stay in touch. I mean, there's so much information out there, but try to stay in touch with what's going on economically in the world, financially in the world, in your country. It's hard to understand the financial status of every country in the world, but you can get a pretty good gist of what's going on with cryptocurrencies just by going in and looking at a few articles and subscribing to a few of the crypto article news pages. You'll get articles every day. You can also find them on my website or on my Facebook page. You can also get updates here on the videos. So I want to thank you guys for coming and listening to me. I could probably talk more and more about stuff, but I don't want to rant on about things. There are some things out about Spurt right now for those that are involved in Spurt, with Spurt Plus. I used to be involved with that. I'm not too sure. I don't stay up on it anymore. So if you are looking into that, I would say do your research. Okay. There's a way, I guess, you can convert to Spurt Plus and then take your Spurt Plus and convert it to Ethereum through a web process now. But I'm not too up on Spurt anymore because I kind of pulled away from it. I'll wait. I'll stick with TBC. I like TBC better. Guys, you guys have a great day. I want to thank you for watching. Pass this video on if you like. Go ahead and email me questions. You can email me at uenvoy@mtlglobaltrust.com. And this is Michael Thomas live, or Wildcryptos live for TBC and all the other cryptos out there. You guys have a great day.